What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews, and we got two devices here. Look pretty similar, but this one right here is Apple Pencil Gen 2. This one right here is Apple Pencil USB-C. So let's talk. Okay, so I've done an unboxing of this device right here. This is the Generation 3 technically, but the Apple Pencil with USB Type-C. Done a review, it'll be linked below, you can check it out. But today we are going to be talking about some of the biggest differences between these two devices. And just right away, when putting these two together, Apple Pencil Gen 2, which is on top, and it has a different tip, so just keep that in mind throughout this whole discussion. Apple Pencil Gen 2 has this paper feel writing tip, and Apple Pencil USB Type-C has the original tip that came from Apple, but the Generation 2 is a bit longer than this one right here. So as far as your length and pencil usage, you're going to get a longer pencil with Gen 2. Now, the biggest thing about Gen 2 also is that Gen 2 magnetically charges and attaches to the top, while USB Type-C only magnetically sticks to the top and does not charge. In order to pair Gen 3 or USB Type-C, you have to have USB Type-C to C cable, plug it in, and then it will charge as well as pair. And we'll just give you a quick demonstration on how this will work. You just plug it in using your Apple charging cable, USB Type-C to C, and once you plug in, you should get a notification up top, just like so. So that is what you will see, and it'll let you know how much power it has, and it is charging. That is how you're gonna pair it. That is how you're gonna charge it. But you can always store it magnetically right up top. Now I love these cases, and you've seen these cases in a lot of my videos. These are my Zugu cases. I have one on both devices just because I love them so much. Best case out there for your iPad. So I'll drop a link below. You can go by and check it out for yourself. But this is what we're going to talk about next, the writing on this. Now we know that Gen 2 actually has tilt sensitivity, pressure sensitivity, or tilt recognition and pressure sensitivity. So the harder you press down, the darker your line is, and the lighter you press down, the lighter your line is. Very light line, very dark line. And then as far as your tilt goes, just like so, and straight up and down, you get a small line, and to the side, you get a thick line. Small line, thick line. Right? Sit that down. Let's move on to this one. I'm gonna pick this one up since it's a little bit smaller, and we'll talk about pressure sensitivity. Doesn't exist on this one. No such thing. Tilt recognition is there, but there is no pressure sensitivity. So keep that in mind. Skinny line, fat line. Skinny line, fat line. You get the gist. Now also you cannot tap to change your tool like you can on Gen 2. There's no tapping. Every time you got to come back down here, reselect, come back down here, reselect again. So that works with just a few of the tools. Now the main tools that you can actually test out your tilt recognition are going to be the highlighter tool. And if I can just scroll through, it's going to be the crayon tool. It's going to be the watermark tool. So once again, skinny line, fat line, crayon, skinny line, and this is really really light, and you can't press down on it, but you get a fat line and a skinny line. Is really not working well. And then on your felt or your fountain pen, none of that really exists, but we can just delete all that. So biggest differences are no pressure sensitivity. That is the biggest thing. That's going to be the biggest deal breaker for a lot of people. Other thing is the size. Gen 2 is a lot longer than this one. And then the ease of charging up there versus having to plug this one in and charge it. And then when you want to swap your tool down here, it's just as simple as your double tap, and you can see it swap in the background, but there is no double tap over here. Also, the USB Type-C version actually comes with no extra tips, no extra nibs for the top. So when you rub that bad boy down, it's gonna be gone. Also, this is not gonna connect to any iPad that is not USB Type-C. You have to have USB Type-C to get that to connect. Just keep that in mind. So any of your older models, not gonna work. Has to have USB Type-C, and your hover feature is only gonna work on 2 iPads. That is gonna be your 12.9 Gen 6 and your 11 Generation 4. So just keep that in mind when you are going out to pick these up. As of right now, this device, the USB Type-C version, is 79 bucks. And this one, you can actually get on sale at Best Buy for a few more days, and it's gonna be like 89 bucks. So this is the cheapest I've ever seen this one. If you want the Gen 2, I suggest you go by and pick it up right now. If you wanna know more about this tip, I think I did a full review on it probably like a year or two ago, but it actually gives you a paper feeling experience while writing without having a paper feel screen. So I really like it, and that's why I keep using this one, because sometimes I get tired of the paper feeling screen protectors and I just want like a 9H hardness, which is what I got on right now. And this pen tip actually comes in handy. Lets me get best of both worlds. So I'll be dropping links below so you can pick up both of these at your leisure. Remember, that's about the same height at this point. So with it open, it's about the same height, but most people are gonna keep that closed, and it makes it shorter. So that's what you get. Hopefully this has been able to help someone out. Hopefully this will help you to make up your mind in some shape, form, or fashion. But until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.